Bangalore's skyline is evolving as the city is seeing a surge in its real estate developments, with both commercial and residential projects transforming its urban landscape. The plotted projects seem to be a real catch. While this shift is being driven by the factors like growing population, land scarcity in prime areas, and a desire for modern and finer lifestyles, Silicon India brings to you one of the prime developers in the real estate industry, that is SLV Housing Development Corporation. Silicon India has nominated Sri Krishna Villas, its world-class plotter development project, for Top 10 Residential Plot Projects in Bangalore 2025 award, recognizing its sincere vision to make approved high-quality residential plots accessible and affordable to families in South Bengaluru. So today we have Ms. Srinisarga Nagaraja, the CEO at SLV, and Ms. Rupa, the head of operations at the company. So how do you feel Sri Krishna Villas receiving the top 10 residential plotted projects in Bangalore 2025 award? What makes this project so special?
Firstly, Sri Krishna Villas is a very beautiful project. Of course, we're very happy to receive this award. It's a 14 acres of beautiful, serene project. We're sharing a common wall with Art of Living International Center. So this is a very, one of the most luxurious and where the success has met the vision and the determination of the MD of the company. I would really appreciate our head of operations to add a little bit about Sri Krishna Villas. Which is why you'll understand it's one of the most prestigious and very close to our heart.
Yeah, thank you, Shri. First of all, we are really happy for receiving this award. And ideally, we were expecting this kind of awards, and because this deserves it. The Sri Krishna Villas is one of the unique and luxury projects in South Bangalore. So people, whosoever comes there, and the kind of a development what our MD, Mr. Nagaraja, have done is something which is uncomparable with any other development. So that is the reason anybody coming inside the project looking at that, nature themed development, whatever we've given, people will love. They fall in love with the property, and I think that's one of the unique point. Whatever we've designed in the property is making us the people to come and buy the product, and I think because of that. The Silicon India also have recognized as one of the beautiful or the topmost lovable project in Bangalore.
Out of 21 plus projects in South Bangalore, all of the features are almost common with respect to every single layout, from the beginning of Singapore Gardens, Paramount Gardens, all the way until Sri Krishna Villas. We've kept all the features almost similar. The only thing which stands parallel and uncomparable to all the other layouts is that one, we are sharing the common wall between the Art of Living, and secondly, MD is also residing in the same layout, which is a big security factor and one of the most advantage to other buyers as well. So you can anytime knock the door, meet the MD, talk, and cherish the moments. I really appreciate Silicon India for giving this award.
SLV Housing Development Corporation is a promising name in the city. How was this name established? Please tell us a bit about its journey.
So SLV ಬಂದು 35 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 35 ವರ್ಷ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿ. So when my dad started off, we never had any kind of background as such. We never had any ancestral background or some family background to start off as very as a established way of beginning a business or something. It was a very humble beginnings for RMD. Appa bandu yavaglu he was in the principle that from 4 in the morning till 11 in the night you need to work. To build anything. Basically, it invests at least 10,000 hours to understand a business or understand the market. So that I think he's done fantastically well, which is why we are standing all very strong today. See, in Bangalore, right, the main problem is legal. Legal is never, the titles is a problem because, if let's say you're buying a huge chunk of land, you cannot say the entire 40 acres is clear of clear titles. Frankly, only 2 to 4 acres will be clear. In the 2 to 4 acres, there will be some part and parcels, stayed in the court or some matters happening in the court. So what the company decided is that we will bring down into like 4 acres, 6 acres, into smaller parts of lands, finish the acquisition, get the approvals and titles cleared, and then this is the way we secure the team also to work well. Okay, we have clear lands, approvals, everything's transparent. There's no hanky panky in here. So the sales happen much more better. We don't need external marketing people coming into the company and trying to sell a story which doesn't even exist. So we wanted to keep the land as clear as possible for the customer to get the loan sanctioned up to 90%, and the customer is secure. The team doesn't have to work too much and create something which is not even existing and then do the fake storytelling. We don't do that at SLV. I know that maximum everybody in Bangalore tried to sell something which is not there. Okay, let's say when the water table is low, and especially in north, why we are scared to step too much ahead is because there's a lot of water fights, there's a lot of fighting with the water table, and the rules basically of having a compounded layout or having an arch. There's a lot of rules coming in north. So there, what happens is that builders of big profile, right? They just step into this thing, and they're not seen anywhere. So customers don't get to meet them. But this does not happen at SLV. Every sale, MD is meeting them at least after the registration is over, or during the registration, or during the closing of the sales. So this kind of bonding, this relationship we always have with the customers. And the team is always at ease because we have this, they're seeing and they're selling what they're seeing. And customers, they take back home what they're seeing. So we've maintained this transparency for 35 plus years now. For us, it's very easy. So we don't need books, we don't need something, PPTs or some external people coming and explaining how to do the selling part. We've always done on our own. For first 15 years before the Nice Road acquisition, MD has not used anyone. He was sole. He was into accounts. He was taking care of the accounts. He was taking care of the legal. He was taking care of the marketing. He was taking care of all the approvals. Like from, let's say, if you have to get a KPA planning done, the layout planning done, he used to go around doing everything alone. After we finished 15 years in the company, that's when we started recruiting people because the company started growing much more bigger in scale. After 2009 especially, the company was massively growing. We had in big numbers, so we had to have somebody take care of the records and do the other part of the company basically. That's when we started recruiting other people, and then currently the team we have is excellent. And now what rate we used to go during the COVID times, we are doing triple and more faster, rapidly. Of course, Bangalore is again unbeatable compared to Delhi and Mumbai because it's horizontally growing. Mumbai, when you see Mumbai and Delhi, it's vertically growing again because of the surrounding landscapes and other things. So one thing is our location is beautiful, and second of all, with a good team, and third, the vision and the patience is standing the test of time, and which you can clearly see, and why we're deserving the award is because of this. And when it comes to company CRA policy, CSR policy, we have a very known established trust called Sri Krishna Charitable Trust. And we have 7 to 9 government schools being sponsored by us. Top scoring children are being taken care of until they finish their engineering or other kind of doctorates. So we're supporting the children in all the different ways. Apart from that, every year we have a company anniversary. So during that time, we're supporting the women of rural region by providing clothing and necessary things for at least 10,000 women annually. So this is what company is taking care of. Along with that, our main policy is that somebody just walks into the company and says, "This is my savings." Let's say even our staff. So our staff, who is our driver for 13 years, has walked into the company, told that, "Okay, I have like 6 to 10 lakhs, but just help me get a loan, and I want to own a piece of land in Bangalore." We have helped him, and we just want to deliver results. And for us, the land feeling is the customer having the land feeling when they take back the sale deed home. That feeling, I don't think you cannot compare it with anything else. Even if you buy it, something from any other big brands like Louis Vuitton or something, you won't have the feeling of taking the sale deed back home. So we can't compare that to any other feeling. So we're really happy doing that. And currently I'm working as a property consultant at SLV and CEO. So I'm really happy to work with the team, and I am finding it really easy for me to pick up the business currently what's happening, because everyone is supportive at the office. The team is very supportive, MD is very supportive and the growth is massive. So this interests me a lot.
Great. So, from the early days of your company until now, how has SLV grown? Please share us a bit about your memories from the early days and the lessons learned along the way.
SLV ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು 35 years ಒಂದು ಜರ್ನಿ. 35 years ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ the first 10 years ಬಂದು he was into completely understanding what real estate market is, ಯಾವ ಥರ ನಾವು ಡೆವಲಪರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ ಥರ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಮ್ಮದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟು ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ancestral properties or let's say a good background to start or begin with. So it was completely a humble scratch for our MD. So from milk business, he whenever he had time to understand the real estate market, he started doing that. And now in childhood andre we never saw appa being at home, so he was always working. And he was always in the field doing a lot of work, understanding what people want in real estate, yatra. And when you say apartments, adon land feeling barala. One human andre ಒಂದು gold feeling agli, ಒಂದು partner feeling agli, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು land feeling, ಮೂರು things ಬಂದು ತುಂಬಾ important ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮೂರು things ಅಲ್ಲಿ he understood the land aspect very in depth. ಅದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಷ್ಟಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವ್ರ ವಿಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆ ವಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ವಿ ಹವ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ SLV. ಅಂಡ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ ಅಲೋನ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಜರ್ನಿ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಯುನೀಕ್ ಜರ್ನಿ. Because it was also not a part of family profession as such. So this was completely new for all of us. We've been seeing only one man in the entire family do the struggle and be the self-made person. So I'm really proud of whatever he's done, and I'm really proud of whatever the structure the SLV has right now. We started off all alone. He started off all alone, and currently we're having more than 150 employees working under us, and this is a very proud moment. And it also makes all of us understand that how patience and humble beginnings can build a large structure.
So what's next? From what perspective is SLV planning to move forward in the coming years? Also, what goals is it planning to achieve?
SLV nalli we have already acquired 10,000 million square feet. Iva currently namdu future enide antandre we want to step into east and west. Since we've already stepped into north, we want to expand the north side of Bangalore as well. And coming future enandre namge we want to also move out of Bangalore if everything matches us fantastically well, especially with the water table and with the good landscaping. Then we will definitely set in a large scale. That's what we are aiming for. Currently ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಟೀಮ್ ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಆಗಲಿ, we're always updating and being friendly with AI, so that should be able to help us do the land acquisition a little more faster, and complete projects at a much more faster rate.
So what projects do you have in pipeline in the coming few years, or you can say what roadmap?
Currently ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ನ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಟೈಟಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಹವ್ ಟೈಡ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ 18 ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 80%. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ದ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲೀಗಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ನಾವು ಅವರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ aim is that we break down into phases. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 agli break down ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ part of land na neatage titles clear ಮಾಡಿ, get the proper RERA approvals agli ಬೇರೆ ತರ approvals agli ತಗೊಂಡು then we want to secure the customer in the right way. So nam currently future projects irodu Kingston Valley anta, that's going to release in 2 weeks now. That we're going to launch the project in 2 weeks now. Apart from that, Harohalli Bliss and Gokul Gardens Phase 2, Shruti Gardens Phase 2, Shri Krishna Gardens Phase 2, and coming in north we have our one we stepped into north. We have one project called as Sri Radha Krishna Gardens. So we have also finished acquisition of the Phase 2. So we're going to launch that in future. So all of these plans are for the next 10 years, and with the team along we should be able to do much more. You have something to say?
Yeah. The only thing is SLV is a place where we can cater from 30 lakhs budget to 10 crore if somebody wants to. So we have large platter to choose from.
Wonderful. Really, thank you for joining us.